What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with my pal Alex and Feisty Pants.
No mercy results. Okay, let's start with the kickoff show. Hype Bros. They're insane, those Hype Bros, right? There was an 8-man tag, and they fought Ascension and the Vaudevillains, and they won. And there was one point where, what's his name, punches the Vaudevillain, like he's there, in the corner. And he goes, "Kapah!" and he punches him right across the face, and you can see like on the Vaudevillain getting punched. And I was like, man, that was a little stiff, right? Kurt Hawkins. First of all, signs everywhere. I love Heel Wife. Hawkins fears Grimm. Blah, blah, blah. All sorts of Grimm's Toy Show signs related. It's awesome to see that what they built together, Hawkins, Brian Myers versus Grimm, and all them guys in the Brian Myers school versus Grimm and Doo-Hop. And it's awesome to see that following come up behind Kurt Hawkins as he goes to SmackDown. It's great. It's great. It's success for both of them is what it is. But, makes his announcement. He's going to debut on SmackDown this week. Finally, we'll get to see who he fights. Hopefully it's not Kane. Brandon at the Curb Stomping King. It's a Twitter. He tweeted me saying that I should be Kurt Hawkins' first opponent and have Grimm run in. It would have sold out seats everywhere. I don't know about that, but okay. I am retired with a back injury. I do not wrestle, but yeah, whatever. So they announce almost last minute. They announced that they're going to do the heavyweight title match triple threat first. We're like, oh, stand by for fuckery, because when you have that sort of thing happen, right? That means, you're going to have a second match later on by the end of the night. But no, I think it has everything to do with the debate. All the big matches came first because the debate was starting after the pay-per-view started. And I feel they thought they were going to lose viewers, maybe. So they get the big matches out first to say, hey, let's kick it off with a bang, and maybe we'll get people to stay and watch. But then, you end up closing it out with Owens, listen to me, with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, and that was like a friggin' snooze fest. So let's go down the list. So Cena and AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose, triple threat for the heavyweight title, and AJ Styles retains. Now, there is at one point where I thought fuckery was going to happen when Dean Ambrose had AJ Styles in a submission move, and John Cena comes on the other side of Styles' body and puts him in a submission move, and he taps out. But the ref is like, no, because you're both covering him. He tapped out. Nobody wins. The match continues. But shouldn't it continue without AJ Styles? Because he tapped out to the both of them, right? No. The match just continues, and AJ Styles comes in and wins. Yeah. So that was that. Rhino and Heath Slater, I am so happy they retained, because I really don't like the Usos. I want to give them like some kind of credit that they've been around for a good amount of time now, and they're bringing forth in-ring experience for all these new guys coming up off the NXT roster. But Rhino, this is not his first rodeo, and Heath Slater's been around, so it was just a weird matchup for me. I thought for sure American Alpha was going to get the titles eventually, but of course they're not going to have a face pin a face, so I thought maybe the Usos would win, and then American Alpha beats the Usos for the title, because Rhino's got an election coming up in his hometown. He needs to bail for that. So, but they retained. Hey, I'm happy, so maybe they'll lose it on SmackDown during the week or something. Unless Rhino's going to stick around. I mean, that's cool. I'm all for it. Nikki Bella and Carmella. Now, Carmella has been ripping Nikki apart since like the draft started, right? And what do you call it? I was thinking maybe because Cena's taking a break to film his Army show, so I thought maybe Nikki Bella would take a break with him, so they because they could be together. And I thought maybe Carmella would play like some kind of injury, and Carmella would get the win, and Nikki's hurt for a little while, and until the filming of John Cena's show is done, and then they both come back like by the Rumble, because it's supposed to take up Cena's time for the rest of the year. But no, Nikki Bella gave her the Chris Jericho squash. You know, it's a sense of where you have like an established superstar bring forward and put over the new talent. But Jericho, in Jericho fashion, squashes the talent, and that's what Nikki Bella did. Carmella's been riding Nikki Bella since the draft, and Nikki Bella put a squash to it. I was like, oh, and there were some points. Oh my God, you know, you get outside the ring and you throw somebody into the barrier, and the barrier moves a little, so it kind of, you know, is less of an impact. Carmella threw Nikki Bella into the friggin' LED screen on the side of the ring. That thing doesn't budge. Holy stiff, Batman. Shit. But Nikki Bella pulled it off, and she won anyway. Jack Swagger comes to SmackDown to face Baron Corbin, and it's like, oh, what are we going to do here? Are we going to put over the new talent, or are we going to squash them? Nope, he squashed them. Well, it wasn't really a squash, I should say. It was a really good fight back and forth, and there was a point where Jack Swagger hurt his hand, you know, in between the steps there in the ring, and I thought, oh my God, well, now Baron Corbin's just going to ride him out and just beat the crap out of him. And he did, but not before Jack Swagger gets the ankle lock in, and Baron Corbin gives it up, and Swagger gets the win. We the people on this debate night. What else happened? So then they bring out The Miz and Ziggler. So we're like, what the hell's going on? Is Alexa Bliss going to main event the night? Okay. Her and that perfect ass of hers. But no, Ziggler and Miz, you know, they came out and they fought next, and you know, Maurice is out there, and she pulled the whole hairspray in the face thing again. Boring, but what was not boring was their actual match. It was very intense because, you know, you don't know that Ziggler is serious about taking a break or not. And, you know, The Miz has got his nose so far up McMahon's ass. It's like, you know, oh, hey, what did you have for lunch today? Oh, okay, you had steak. Okay, great. And, you know, he seems like the inconceivable winner all the time. And Ziggler's on this huge losing streak. So you're thinking, well, maybe Ziggler is going to take a break. And there were so many near falls until... And then the friggin' Riot Squad comes out. Kenny and Mikey. Yeah, I think it was Kenny and Mikey. So they come out, and they're like, oh, we're going to interfere, and Ziggler super kicks everybody, and he loses a boot, and he super kicks every barefoot to barefoot, bearskin, solid steel bearskin, I don't know, and he wins. He beats The Miz for the title. I was like, holy crap. I really thought Ziggler was going to lose and take off for a little while, but no, he won, and I'm okay with that. Go Ziggler, because I can't stand The Miz. Everybody asks, Alex, who's your favorite wrestler? A better question is, who are the wrestlers I can't stand? Because I like a lot of the people in the show, but The Miz, I don't like him. He's a great bad guy, is what he is. I like him because he is a great bad guy. I don't like him because he's annoying as crap, and he plays his character very well, and I like him for that. But I don't like him because he's annoying as crap, and he's a bad guy. Yeah. So that brings down to two matches. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch is out with a injury, so, you know, she's not going to have a title defense here. Apparently they're having a rematch November 8th in Scotland. Glasgow, Scotland. SmackDown goes to Scotland, and there's going to be a rematch. So, you know, Becky Lynch is not going to lose in front of her hometown. So there's a tentative Alexa Bliss opponent, and then there's the Orton Bray Wyatt match. So we're like, okay, well, there's no way they're really gonna let Alexa Bliss main event the night, but they could close with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and that's what they did. So Alexa Bliss comes out to the ring with her little handlebars, and she's all talking smack about Becky Lynch and her injury and how awful she is and blah blah blah, and she's like, I'm better than any girl in the locker room, so. Who's a face that hasn't fought tonight? Naomi. But Naomi gets the win. Oh, I didn't see that coming. All of a sudden, whatever. So that was that. And then there was the snooze fest that is That is Bray Wyatt versus Randy. It started out okay. It started a little fast paced. Bray Wyatt gets the upper hand here and there, and Randy Orton kind of comes back. But then it just got real boring at the very end. And I'm like, come on, this is still on. It's like 10:40, and it's still on. And then all of a sudden, Randy Orton goes for the pin and the win. And Luke Harper, it's Luke Harper, not Luke Harper, like a lot of people say. I think it was Michael Cole used to say Luke Harper all the time. Lou Carper. Wrong. So he comes out, and Orton's like, what? And then Bray Wyatt gets the win on the sneak attack. Game over. Overall, I liked it, but I didn't like that. I think they kind of tapped out to the debate, and they putting the heavyweight title first. I mean, come on, have a little faith in your brand. It's the debate. I get a lot of people are on it, but then if you're worried about the debate, pick a different day. Why go up against the same day as the debate? I think that's kind of foolish. Oh, and then you just cave to the. I always say, and Rick Rampager, he knows. I always say, I just hope it's good. I think they crap themselves. I think they crap their pants, their own pants. Somebody's pants. Somebody's got crap in their pants. I need to go to bed. Good night.